Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. This time out, a versatile, lightweight, portable amplifier from Hughes Kettner. Let's get started. Today we're checking out the Tubemeister Deluxe 20, a brand new amplifier just introduced at Winter NAMM from Hughes Kettner. The Tubemeister Deluxe 20 is an all-tube amplifier. It offers 20 watts of output power. You can also switch it down to 5 watts, 1 watt, or turn the speaker output off completely and just run direct into a recording or live sound console. We have 2 channels, a clean channel and a lead channel, as well as a boost for the lead channel, which really gives us the equivalent of 3 channels in this amplifier. Both channels share the same tone controls, bass, mid, and treble. The Tubemeister Deluxe 20 is a very lightweight amplifier. You can easily pick it up with one hand. There are actually handles on either end, and that lightweight is despite the fact that there are 2 large transformers inside. Aside from the guitar input, all the connections for the Deluxe 20 are on the back panel. On the far left, we begin with the effects loop. We've got send and return there for hooking up either rack or pedal level effects. Next up, we have the input for connecting the included foot switch, and that foot switch allows you to change channels as well as turn the boost on and off. The next section of the back panel is where we find Hughes Kettner's proprietary Redbox output. Now this is an XLR output that can send on either line level or microphone level, and we've got 4 switches for tailoring its operation. This Redbox output is very handy because it emulates the sound of a mic'd up speaker cabinet. This means you can run an XLR cable straight out of the back of the amp into a live sound console, into an audio interface, into your DAW. You get the full sound of an amplifier as if it's being played through a cabinet, yet you're running direct and don't have to mess around with microphones. We're going to listen to that Redbox output a little bit later, but it has several options for tailoring the sound. First of all, we can switch between a vintage style cabinet and a modern style cabinet. We can switch between small and large cabinets. The next switch sets a level for the output, and that can be set to line level or microphone level depending on the gear that you're feeding, what type of console or what type of audio interface. The final switch turns the speaker emulation part of the Redbox on and off. With it off, you're just going to get the direct sound of the amplifier, which is going to be very fizzy and dry. With it on, you're going to get that emulated sound of a speaker cabinet. The next section of the back panel is another proprietary Hughes Kettner feature, and that's the TSC, or Tube Safety Control section. TSC is an automatic system that handles biasing the tubes as well as matching the power tubes, and this extends their life and optimizes their performance. The status of the tubes is indicated by these 2 LEDs here on the bottom. There's also a slot. You can insert a guitar pick in there, and that'll automatically match the bias on the 2 tubes. Next up, we have the speaker output, and this is also where we set the output power for the amplifier, from 20 watts, 5 watts, 1 watt, or we can turn the power amp completely off for silent recording or if we're running a silent stage in a live situation. In fact, you don't even have to have a speaker cabinet connected to the Deluxe 20. You can simply set this all the way over and run the output straight from the Redbox into your console or your audio interface, no speaker required. Let's check out some tones from the Tubemeister Deluxe 20. I'm running through a Hughes Kettner 1x12 cabinet that contains a Celestion Vintage 30, and I'm playing a Gibson Custom Les Paul Standard 59 reissue. We'll begin with the clean channel. It's a sparkling, bright channel with a lot of clarity. You can really hear all the notes in a chord cut through. Now we can push this up to the point of breakup as well. So even though it's labeled as a clean channel, you could really use this as a distorted rhythm channel as well. It's nice and punchy on dirty rhythms. Switching over to the gain channel, we have a ton of gain on tap here. I'll set it to about 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock. And all the way up. Now we also have that switchable boost, so we can set things up for a nice dirty rhythm sound and then add a little bit of gain on top for leads. So let's set this up here. Step on the switch to engage the boost. We've got loads and loads of gain on tap and a lot of tone shaping power, whether you want crunchy rhythm, scooped mid rhythms, you're playing death metal, you want really liquid singing leads, all of those things are available through that gain channel. Finally, let's check out the sound using the Redbox DI. I'm going to set it up for a vintage sound with a small cabinet. We can select a modern style cabinet. And a large modern style cabinet. And if you're wondering how much the Redbox is actually contributing to the overall tone, I'll turn it off for you here. And here's with it back on. As I mentioned, the Tubemeister Deluxe 20 comes with a 2-button foot switch for controlling channel switching as well as boost on and off. And it also comes with a padded gig bag. There's a pocket on the front for holding the foot switch and cables, slide the amplifier in, and you're ready to go in a compact portable package. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Hughes Kettner Tubemeister Deluxe 20 tube amplifier. This really is an amazing amplifier. Sparkling cleans, crunchy rhythms, singing leads. We have that onboard Redbox cabinet emulator. You can switch the power from 1 watt up to 20 watts or turn the power completely off for silent practicing. Versatile for stage, for studio, and even practicing at home. Thanks for joining me for Sweetwater's Guitars and Gear. Be sure to tune in next time. We'll have more guitars, more amps, more effects, and we'll be making lots of music. I'm Mitch Gallagher.